We're going to be decluttering my palettes. This is just a declutter to kind of clear out some of the things that I don't use, that I do love, but that I want to make room so I can use the ones that I really do love. And I bought me these. I bought me 2 of these, and they're very heavy duty. I got them on Amazon. They were like $29, I believe, and they've got 3 slots, and they've got the 2 smaller ones over here. I'm going to be putting my palettes down in there to kind of display them better. So, and if you hear any background, of course, that's Max and Gabe. They're helping me do this declutter. Get started. We're going to start with this. Now, some of these I did get in the mail. A lot of them I bought. This is a vintage brand, and this actually is a highlighter. It's very pretty. There's a rose gold, and that's kind of a more of a golden gold, and those are really pretty. But I've had it a while. Don't use it. One I'm keeping strictly because it is the Graveyard Girls palette. And I don't know if y'all watch Bunny on here, but she's one of the very first people that I started watching. She is hilarious, but it's so pretty. It's just, I will not ever get rid of this palette, even if it gets decrepit and stinks. And I mean, it's got a bronzer in there, a blush, a highlight, and then it has these 9 eyeshadows. So I will definitely always keep this palette. Not only is it beautiful, but it is just, I love it because of her. So that one is going to go in the stay pile. This one is a highlight and contour palette by IBY. I got this in a BoxyCharm, and it is very pretty. And the only reason I don't use these is because I have so many that I am using. So I'm going to pass this one along to somebody that can use it and love it. So that will go in the go pile. This one is the Real Her shadow palette. Be your own kind of beauty. Love the colors, but do you know how many palettes I have that has this same type of colors? Several. So I'm going to pass this along. I mean, it even still has the little cover in there to protect. Here is the Tarte. I think this is the Rainforest of the Sea collection 2. I'm gonna hang on to this. I do love Tarte shadows, so I'm gonna hang on to that. I might actually. Okay, next we're gonna go to this Too Faced Neutral Mattes. Okay, this palette, I used this for a little while. I mean, you can kind of see a little bit of a dent in them, but it's just a pretty neutral matte palette. I'm gonna pass that along. I'm gonna have to speed this up a little bit because I'm gonna run out of time. This is the Tarte Look Tease. I love these little palettes. This one I keep it on my desk. It's kind of a mauve-y, shimmery, but they're so soft, and I mean, they're just so, I mean, look at that. I just barely swiped my finger, and there was that. And I have the other one. I have this one. This is the Pro To Go Tarteist palette, and this, look, this is gorgeous. This one is another IBY. I believe I got this in a BoxyCharm. This is just a little trio, and I have not used this at all. I don't believe I even swatched it. It's a real pretty little cream and a kind of a gold shimmer and then a bronze color. I'm going to pass that along to somebody that loves it. This is the only Naked 3 Urban Decay palette I have, and this is the number 3, and this is because it's all rose gold. And if you are a redhead, this was made for you. And I have used it quite a bit, and I love it. I love all the colors. This one right here, that's a real pretty color to set on your eyelid and everything. So I will be keeping that palette. This one is the Pure Cosmetics Buff Collection. This is a dupe for this Naked 3 palette. Pass this along to somebody because I have that other one and I probably will never use all the colors in that. This is a Kat Von D Shade and Light. This is the Rust palette, and if you have blue eyes, this is supposed to be the palette for you, and it has been well loved, you can see. But what I'm going to be doing is, let me find it. I'm I actually have the Shade and Light Eye palette. This is all of the colors, and actually these colors are not as bright in here, but they're this similar to this small pan down here. So I'm going to be passing along the small one to someone, and I'm going to be keeping the big one. So put that over there. Now, this one that I had, this is my Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. I just got this one not too long ago, and I will be keeping it. It's beautiful. I love these colors. I love Huda Beauty, so I'm going to be keeping that, as well as I'm going to be keeping the Rose Gold Huda Beauty. This one, I probably use this palette probably a lot. A lot of people doesn't like that it doesn't have a mirror. I don't care. I use my own mirror. You can tell that this palette has, I love this palette. I use it a lot. So I will be keeping that one. And also I'm going to be keeping this Lorac Gold. This is the only Lorac palette I have. And you can just do a basic eye, or you can do just a really glamorous eye, however you want to do it. But it's just a gorgeous palette. So I will be keeping that. This one. This is the Anastasia Subculture palette. I think if you watch any YouTube at all, you know about this palette. It's really controversial. I happen to be one of the people that love it. This is their Prism palette, and this is another one that has a lot of different colors in it, and I happen to really like this one. I didn't think I was going to when I first got it, but it's one that you can work with, and I really like it, and I'm going to be keeping that one. As far as, while we're on Anastasia, this is her Modern Renaissance palette, and this, out of all three, this, if you were going to buy one, this is the one that I would buy. Another one of my palettes, and this is the Studio on the Go. This was in one of my Boxy Charms, and it's a lot of mauve. Never touched it, never used it. I'm going to pass that along. This is a Smashbox, and I think this is the Blaze palette, and it's another one like the Kat Von D kind of, but I am going to keep this one because it has, I really like these colors in this one, so I'm going to be keeping that. This one is the Winky Lux. This palette is so cute. It's got little kittens on the thing. I used this one time. I don't use it. Love the colors, but like I said, I have too many, so that one's going to go. This is the Butter London. I got this during the year that, I think it was last year, Greenery was the color of the year, and I got this palette to for that color strictly. But what I realized is I already had the Kat Von D one, so I'm probably going to pass this along. And I'm going to keep this one, and I'm going to depot it and put it in my Z palette, because these are all Makeup Geek in here. And so I'm going to try to take this shadow out of this without breaking it and put it in here and keep it. I am keeping all of these as well as these. They're all Makeup Geek shadows, and they're my little singles that I buy. This is my, look at this baby. This is my Tartelette Pro Glow. And this thing is, I mean, oh my gosh, this poor baby, it could use some makeup wipes on it, but I love this. So I'm going to be keeping that. Okay, here is my favorite ever contour palette. This is Lunatic Cosmetics. This has got blushes, it's got highlights, it's got contours. You can use these as eyeshadows. I love this palette, and I mean, you know, and I kind of like the dragons, and I kind of like all that stuff, and this palette is just beautiful. It's just, I love everything about it. In fact, I also have, not just that, I have one of their Lunatic Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes, and I'm not sure which one this is. It doesn't say, but it's the mauve one, and I love these, and it looks like a little coffin, and their packaging is just adorable. I love it. So I will be keeping that. This is the Shanna XO, the Remix, and this is the new one. She's got 9 eyeshadows on this side, and then you turn it over and you open it from this side, and there's 9 eyeshadows on this side. These are beautiful. It's a fun palette to play with, and I just got that, so I will be keeping that. This is the Naked Cosmetics. Probably not gonna keep this. It's 3 little shadows, but I don't wear these, so that's gonna go. This is my Narcissist blush palette. I don't think I've ever even used this. No, but look at that. It's beautiful, so I'm gonna be keeping that. This is my Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour palette. I don't use this because I use the Tarte one so much, but I'm gonna keep this because I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. This is the Sorry Diaries Pure Cosmetics. This is so pretty. Look at this. But I don't wear it, so bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. This is the La Bamba palette from the Balm. I got this on Hot Look. It's got 4 really pretty shadows in it. Don't wear. Bye-bye. This is a Blink palette, and what this is, they had sent me this one, and it got broke. And so I sent them a picture of it, and they sent me a new one. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass the new one along to someone that can love it, because I probably have a, I mean, I'll just clean this one up, and any of these colors in here that I want to use, I'll just use. So I'm going to keep that. This is the Marc Jacobs palette, Provocateur. Never used it, but I thought it was gorgeous. Had to have it, bought it. I am keeping that baby. Of course, I'm keeping the Jaclyn Hill palette. I've used this one once or twice. That's probably got every color in it you would need, so I am keeping that. Excuse me. This is the Becca Rouge palette, and I'm going to pass that along. Never use it. It's pretty. Nothing wrong with it. I just don't use it. I'm going to pass this along. It's the Balm Meet Matrimony little eyeshadow. Don't use this. I don't use this. This, it smells like chocolate. It's wonderful. Everybody raves, but I just don't use it, and I don't want to even have it. Violet Voss, the Taupe Notch palette. I love taupe shadows. Less like, you know, the bright green. And this one is the Bare Minerals, and this one was, I just couldn't pass it up. It's gorgeous. It's mauvey, rosy colors. Never used it. I don't know, but I'm not going to get rid of it. I want to keep that one. This one is the new BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette. I absolutely love this palette. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Definitely keeping it. And then here is 2 of my hardest ones. This is the Morphe 35O, the original. I don't know. I never use this. Yes, it's pretty, but I never use this. Never, ever, ever, never. So I think that's going to need to find a new home. And then I have the Kat Von D Interstellar palette. This one I didn't use very much. I just couldn't make this work for me. This was a limited edition. You can't even get it anymore. But I am going to pass it on because why keep it when you can't use it? And I think that's all. So thank y'all very much for joining me. Oh, look, and here's the boys. Max and Gabe here. They're going to help Mommy straighten up her eyeshadow palettes. And I hope y'all enjoyed this palette declutter with me. And join me again. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Yeah, leave me a comment and I'll comment back. And so thank y'all very much. Bye-bye. Say bye, boys. Bye, boys. Let Maxie get in the picture. Bye, boys. Bye.